Hello, this is Crypto CJ. Welcome to today's trade of the day. Today, I want to talk about something I was talking about last night during the Monday night Zoom meeting, and that's the anticipated track or course of Bitcoin, since all the altcoins are following Bitcoin. And then also, I'm going to talk about a strategy that I'm going to employ and have already put into place to some degree. And then finally, I'll go over a trade I made from Sunday morning to Monday morning that is an example of that strategy. So let's go to the Bitcoin chart first. I'll share my screen. And this is the chart I was looking at last night. This is the 1 hour chart. I've drawn these trend lines. You could call this a flag or a wedge or a channel. Channel is probably the best description, a descending channel. And once we have closing candles above the top of such a channel, that's usually a bullish move. But right now, Bitcoin's trading in between this range here, between about in the low 30s to the high 30s. On the upside, I'm looking for Bitcoin to punch through this trend line here at around 38.9. Get through 40, which I think is at least a psychological barrier, and then into, this would be 40, and then this is 42 here. And at 41.8, my goal is to sell some coins I have that have been beaten down miserably by the recent large Bitcoin correction, at least get half my money out, and then have some funds available to buy low when Bitcoin's probably going to make an entry back into this this channel. I don't think it'll go as low as the low 30s, but it might get down to 33 to 35, and then buy back in this range. And I also want to employ the use of some leverage tokens, which I've talked about on prior shows. Bitcoin up, Bitcoin down on the Binance platform, and then or the exchange, and then on FTX they have bear and bull tokens as well. So today, just in case I'm wrong about all this, I went ahead and made a couple small purchases on Matic and Luna, both quality projects that shouldn't drop as much as some of the others, or if they do, they bounce back quickly. So I'm down a little bit on those, but if this punches through earlier than I thought, I'll at least have some decent trades today. If it trends down, I'll most likely ladder buy until it drops, in this area here, as it would on the Matic or Luna chart. So that's how I'm seeing that. Now I would like to take you over to a trade I did on Sunday morning in Bitcoin Up. I have the 15-minute chart here, and on Saturday night I saw this trend going down, and as I went to bed, I set what I thought was a low buy order on Bitcoin Up. I just missed it here because I set the order for 48.5, and it went down to about 48.66. It bounced back up, and then I went back to sleep, and when I woke up, I saw that order had filled at 48.5. It did go down some more. Ideally, I would have made a ladder buy around here. I don't recall why I didn't. Either I didn't see it, or usually I have alerts set, but it didn't quite hit to 30 RSI, which is where I usually set my alerts. So I missed out on a ladder buying opportunity, but regardless, Bitcoin Up, the leverage token did bounce up. As you see, the chart looks just like Bitcoin, structurally wise, but the numbers are different. It's because it's around 2x leverage on Binance. So the coin bounces up, treks up throughout the day and into the wee hours of Monday morning, and then I'm out of this 4:04 a.m. At 59, got 21.649% profit. I was really just looking for a retrace back to where it had been earlier on Saturday, and that's what happened. So when coins drop this much, retraces like this are usually pretty I can't say easy to get, but are way more common to get than in a normal, sideways trading action. So I wanted to show you this because I think this is a good strategy to employ when Bitcoin punches through what I showed you earlier in this channel. I'm going to be buying a Bitcoin down at that time with some of the money that I'll be getting when I sell some of my underwater positions. But I'm not big into leverage right now, so another thing to do is wait for a drop down into the low 30s. At that point, I'd be selling my Bitcoin down position and buying another Bitcoin up position, like I just showed you. But I'd also be buying some tokens that I think we're going to be heading back up. And there's a few different ways to get that information. We have Altcoin Alert here. You could look at whatever's very bullish at the time, or bullish. I'd be interested in Ocean Protocol and maybe even Dogecoin. You can also, if you want to catch a trend at that time, see what's trending up. OGN and Chromia are good projects. I've had success trading those in the past. So, should Bitcoin drop in the low 30s again and you see some numbers like this, those might be the coins to get into. Or if you're super aggressive, you can look at the losers for that day and see which coins have the most room to move. I think that's a little beyond my risk tolerance, but that's another option. If you're an iCoinPro, you can look at the RSI SPY, and most likely if Bitcoin drops into the low 30s again, you'll see values below 30 in this 1 hour RSI sort. And if you see a quality project like XMR or Phantom, in the below 30 on the 1 hour RSI, and especially if it's below 30 on the 4 hour RSI as well, those could be potential coins that are due for a rebound. I've always got the Buddy Coin Crawler. I've talked about this on many other videos. And it'll show some really large numbers. I mean, we're seeing those even now, that even Bitcoin trading mostly sideways, we're seeing some double-digit numbers. And I like WRX and Rune. I've traded this recently with a good result. So if I see numbers like this, Bitcoin in the low 30s, these are probably some coins I would pick up and day trade as well, maybe even hold for a couple days as more of a swing trade. And finally, another option is go to TradingView. And I meant to put this back where I started so I can show you the sort. You can click here where it says Screeners, or just hover with your cursor, click Crypto Screener. And this will show you, depending on how you sort it, I sort by change of percent. That shows you the ones that are down the most and the ones that are up the most, depending on what exchange you're on. I always search Binance, but you can add multiple exchanges here. Anyway, I'm not going to go. Oh yeah, you do it through this one here. So those are places you can find coins that are due to make a move or are moving now, and that's the kind of information you want to have if we get back down here in this range. You can see I've got an alert here at 32.6 to sell my BTC long position, and then to buy some long positions as well. So I'm still looking for this trade action to occur. We've gone mostly sideways today. I think there'll be a move later on tonight or tomorrow, either shooting up, and that would be obviously a bullish move, going beyond the top of this channel up to 42. At that point, I'd be selling whatever long positions I was in and then looking to make some short ones. There's always a chance it shoots beyond this and keeps pumping up. As you know, I'm a fan of the Crypto Banter Show, and one of their contributors, George, he's an Asian gentleman. I don't recall his last name, but George thinks it's, Bitcoin's going to 50,000 by Friday. Possible, but I think it's unlikely. Everybody has their opinion on Bitcoin. So That's all I have for today's trade of the day, how I see Bitcoin playing out and potential strategies to take advantage, and my example of Bitcoin Up. So I hope that was useful to you. Please stay tuned for some additional messages and check out the tools and resources in the comments below. They help support this channel. I'll see you next time. Thank you and happy trading.